As 2021 dawned, it found the stadium still empty of fans as COVID still gripped the world. The Dons were in 18th place and hoping the new year would bring new fortunes, having taken 4 points from 6 games in December. There was a bright spot though, as Jack Rudoni scored his first senior goal for the club in the EFL trophy and got the fans excited for a potential new star in the future. Looking to strengthen in our defensive play, the Dons brought in Sam Walker, Darnell Johnson and George Dobson on loan, whilst Anthony Hartigan went on loan to Newport County and striker Adam Roscoe was sold to Welsh team the New Saints. Instead, the poor form continued, and 1 point from 18 in January dropped us into the relegation zone, and saw the departure of a club legend as Glyn Hodges' tenure as manager came to an end. But as one fan favourite left, another came to the fore.
He's got his fresh new ideas and he's trying to implement a lot of values away from football that you can also transfer into the game as well. So it's just opening a lot of people's mindsets really, and he's got all of the boys on side, and that's why we want to go out there and literally run through brick walls for him.
Mark Robbo Robinson took over as head coach and brought with him a new culture, having had plenty of success establishing a strong academy at Wimbledon in the past. Along with assistant Rob Tuvey, who joined Robbo in a progressive new-look first-team coaching setup. 2 wins in 4 games showed some signs that this new approach would work, highlighted by a great win away to Wigan. The Dons remained in the relegation zone, but in a very tight table, with escape looking a real possibility. The previous winter had seen the league schedule ravaged by postponements due to COVID, leaving the last couple of months of the season rammed with fixtures. March saw a lot of progress for the Dons, playing 7 games and only losing 1. Nick Zanev saved the last second penalty to bring home the win against Northampton and close out the month in style. March also saw the emergence of another future star as academy player Ayuba Sal got on the scoreboard against Shrewsbury and gave us a taste of things to come. We were still in the relegation zone but level on points with teams above us and holding games in hand. The escape was very much on. After a shaky start to April with 2 back-to-back losses, the Dons kicked into overdrive, winning 4 in a row and scoring 17 goals in a relentless 8-game month. Goal blitzes against Accrington Stanley, Ipswich and Swindon showed the Robbo effect really taking hold as we hit 50 points for the season. That saw us take 14 points from a possible 24 and moved us up to 19th place. The Dons entered the final 2 games of the season needing just 1 point. A loss to promotion-chasing Portsmouth looked like trouble, but as other results went our way, our League One status was secured before our last game of the season. There was more joy for Dons fans as for the first time since it opened, a limited crowd was finally allowed to watch football at Plough Lane, ending a 30-year wait to return. And they didn't have to wait long for their first goal, as Callum Riley gave the Dons fans a goal to cheer after only 6 minutes against the Liverpool under-23 side. The summer transfer window saw the departure of a few first-team players, including Callum Riley, Luke O'Neill, Terrell Thomas, Shane McLaughlin and Joe Pigott, who had provided 20 league goals the previous season. New arrivals included the talent and potential of Luke McCormick, who had joined Chelsea at 6 years old and spent 15 years there, and George Marsh, who signed from Tottenham Hotspur. We also saw the return of a former Dons favourite as Darius Charles came back to the club, and more talent arrived on loan with the additions of Henry Lawrence from Chelsea, Aaron Presley from Brentford and Dapo Mbude from Watford. The new season got off to a great start with an away win at Doncaster, followed by the first league game in front of a full crowd since we returned to Plough Lane, who witnessed a 3-3 draw against Bolton. Having been 3-1 down, this fine individual goal from new signing Dapo Mbude capped off an excellent comeback to take a point. One loss in 5 August games and wins in the opening 2 rounds of the Carabao Cup had Dons fans looking forward to the season ahead. The Dons' good form continued with 2 wins to open September, scoring 7 goals in the process. We were fast becoming known as the Comeback Kings, with both wins coming from behind. The burgeoning talents of Jack Rudoni and Ayubasal were on full display, having become first-team regulars. Will Nightingale was also regularly troubling the scorers too. It seemed like everyone was chipping in as goals were coming from everywhere. The second half of September did not go so well as we lost 3 in a row, and having reached the third round of the Carabao Cup for the first time, a strong Arsenal side ended our run at the Emirates Stadium. Off the pitch, Plough Lane was given a new but familiar name as long-term ground sponsors Cherry Red Records agreed a 3-year deal. October saw a recovery in form as we take 5 points from 3 games, including a solid win away to Lincoln. 2 losses followed and we ended October placed 17th in the table. There was also bad news from the physios table as key player Will Nightingale looks set for a prolonged absence with injury. November began with a fresh FA Cup campaign and the Dons overcame a hard-working Glasgow side 1-0.
He's back with Palmer again, he's still going, he's round the goalkeeper! And Wimbledon do get the breakthrough in the final minute of the first half.
In the league, after another loss, we picked up form again with a 3-2 win over Crewe and a draw against Fleetwood. We also got to welcome back former Don Egley Kadja, returning to football after injuries had set back his progress as a player.
Helps it on. Chance to strike here, it's back off the post, but it's followed up by Ollie Palmer. And Wimbledon have turned this game around.
We began December with another FA Cup win, this time in an epic encounter against fellow League One team Cheltenham Town. Having gone a goal down, the Dons' fighting spirit was on display again as both an in-form Ollie Palmer and Ayubasal scored a brace, firing us into the third round in the process.
Who sends it into a Sal, 3-1 to Wimbledon.
Our solid league form continued with an excellent win up at Accrington and a draw away to Wycombe Wanderers, who were in third place at the start of the match. They were to prove to be the last points of the year, however, as a rash of postponements and a loss away to promotion chasing Oxford brought a disappointing end to 2021. But with a squad returning to full fitness, still in the FA Cup, and looking up the table rather than down it, the Dons enter 2022 with plenty to look forward to.